Hi guys, my name is Michaela and you're watching FunsizedStyle. For today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the pros and cons of attending college exclusively online. If you're new here, I attend college exclusively online and I've never attended a college class on campus. Now I've done a few videos about what it's like to attend college online and more specifically why I chose to attend college online. So if you have any questions as to why I chose to attend college online, that link will be here in the iCard as well as in the description below, because again, it is a very unique experience and not a lot of people choose to do it exclusively online. Some people take some college classes online and then the rest on campus, and it's a very unique experience. It is becoming more and more popular, but it is still very different and not as well known yet. Again, I'm not going to be talking about why I chose to go to college online exclusively. Online, for me, there was a lot of factors that other people don't face. So in that video of why I chose to attend college online, you'll find out more of those things, but I also get a lot of questions as to what the pros and cons are of attending college exclusively online, so I figured I would answer that for you today in this video. Now for me, the pros far outweigh the cons as to how I chose my college experience to be, and it all depends on what you're looking for. I'm not here to make this video to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I get a lot of questions about it, so I wanted to give some of these pros and cons as to what it's like so you can help make a better decision for yourself on what you choose to do. If you're deciding to switch to college online, or you're an incoming college freshman and you're deciding on where to go or things like that, maybe this video will help you make a better decision as to how you want your college experience to be for the next 4 years at least. So I also want you to keep in mind that I attend a private university. I've never attended a community college. I don't think community colleges are bad. I just never wanted to never had wanted to deal with doing 2 years at a community college and then have to deal with transferring, knowing what credits transfer to what college, what university, and things like that. So I just wanted to go to a 4-year university and just be done. I will tell you, I did choose to attend a private university because that's where I got the most scholarships. I'll be completely honest. Public universities, at least here in Michigan, had very little scholarships, and that surprised me because I was pretty well involved in school and did extremely well. So that was surprising to me. So that's why I chose a private university, but that's not why you're here to watch this video. You're here to watch this video because I'm going to tell you guys about the pros and cons of attending college online. So if you'd like to find that out, then go ahead and just keep watching this video. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and start with the cons of attending college online because I want to end off this video on a positive note. And again, this is all just based on what you're looking for. There may be more pros than cons. There may be more cons than pros. I just have a random list here. And again, it's all just what you're looking for and what you're willing to, not risk, but what you're willing to sacrifice or not sacrifice. The first drawback to attending college exclusively online is there's no classroom experience. So you don't get that full experience of what it's like to sit in a classroom for 3 hours a day or like several times a week with 3-hour increments. You don't get that interaction of what it's like to be in a college classroom with a professor or instructor. At my university, they're actually called instructors, not professors, which I thought was interesting. You don't get that classroom environment. To kind of go along with that, the next drawback is you lose the campus experience. You don't have the excitement of move-in day or move-out day and setting up your dorm, meeting people on college campuses, getting involved in college campus student life. The typical college experience, there's really no other way to put it other than that, just the typical college experience, you really lose out. But for me, again, it really didn't matter. There are parts of college that I think would have really, of the typical college experience, that would have really benefited me. But again, it didn't outweigh the positives of attending college exclusively online, so I was willing to give that up. The next drawback to attending college exclusively online is that professors aren't always available. At least at the university that I attend, we're given their email, of course, and then sometimes their phone number too. Now, I'm a person, I would never ever call my instructor. I don't know, I just would feel really awkward because we've never met in person, and to just be like, hi, I'm Michaela, I'm one of your students in blah 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 class, and I have a question, like, I don't know, I just feel like talking on the phone would be so awkward. But you are given their phone number in some instances. They're not always available, so some of my instructors email back instantly, and then some of them only email back on certain days or certain times. When you're working on assignments, it's really important to organize. If I think this is an assignment that I'm going to have a question about, I should start working on it now so that I can email them in time, or so that I can ask them questions if something comes up. And to be completely honest with you, every university is different, but I've actually had a really good experience with my instructors. Most of them are very, very timely at answering emails, like very timely. But I have had a few instructors where it's pulling teeth trying to get them to respond to emails, but most of the time it's very instant. So that is nice, but again, every university is different. Even when you attend college on campus, obviously professors aren't always available, but when you're in class, you're able to raise your hand and ask questions. You're able to meet after class, and oftentimes professors will have like after hours, and you can like go and like meet with them if you're struggling. So that's kind of where you miss out, but obviously once you leave class, they still are always available, but in a way, they're much less available in the online college experience. I'm a person that's very self-taught as it is, and I'm able to use the materials that I've been given in the way that, at least at my university, that it works. It's pretty straightforward, as you pretty much self-teach yourself everything that you need to know, and we're given the materials that we need to complete the assignment effectively without too many questions. If you're a person that needs a lot of instruction from your professor, and you feel like you will need that extra help frequently in frequent courses, that's where you may want to think that the online college experience isn't for you. Also, going back to professors aren't always available right when you need them, it's important to look ahead at your assignments and kind of know what's coming up. So like if you have a major project that you know you're going to need some clarification on, don't wait until the night before an assignment is due. I'm going to be on it because they're not always available. I am a procrastinator when it comes to my college assignments in some aspects. So like my discussion posts and things like that, I don't usually do them until the date that they're due, but bigger assignments I do look over them and think, hey, is there any part of this that I feel I may need more clarification? And if there is, I need to prepare, email them. So if you're a person that does struggle with procrastination, just keep in mind that it is more difficult it takes more planning. I shouldn't say it's more difficult. It takes more planning to get a hold of your professors when you do the college experience exclusively online. This was difficult for me to either label this as a pro or a con. It's kind of in the middle, it just is, but I felt the need to include this in this video, and that is, in order to be successful attending college exclusively online, is you have to be self-motivated and self-disciplined. I am a very self-motivated and self-disciplined person, and I realized that way before I decided to attend college online. So that's why I knew that I would be able to succeed just fine in attending college online and basically teaching myself in all of my college courses. Now you may think, oh yeah, I'm self-motivated, I'm self-disciplined, I can, do this at this time and force myself to do that, and then when the time comes, you may be seeing yourself slacking more and more. So before you sign up to attend college exclusively online, it's important to really have a grasp on that and really think to yourself, am I self-disciplined, am I self-motivated? Because it's so easy to just say, not for me, but for some people, it's so easy to say, I'll do it in a minute, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later, or something like that, and it's so easy to forget because you don't have that place to be at that certain time on that certain day of the week. Some people just really need that structure and that commitment of I have to be here at this place on this time on this day of the week every week. And that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's a personality trait that you're going to have to realize whether you have or not. And it is easy to figure out. You just have to come to your senses and be honest with yourself so that you can succeed and you don't set yourself up for failure or disappointment. It is good that, there are options now. Not looking back because I never did a college course online, but knowing my learning style and my personality, I don't think I could handle a 3-hour lecture. I don't think I could handle sitting in a classroom for 3 hours. I am a visual learner. I have my hands on learner, and auditory learning, I will blank out 20 minutes in. So I'm thankful that I've grown up in a time where this is an option for me, because I don't think I would honestly succeed in the typical college experience. You just have to know your personality trait. Again, I didn't know whether to label this as a pro and con, but I felt like because of these things listed on this list, something to mention. It's something I think people don't think about either. They think like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna attend college online. But there's a whole lot more that goes into it than you're just gonna attend college online. The next drawback to attending college online is it's really easy to become a homebody. If you're already a homebody, or if you're already not a very social person, I would not recommend the online college experience to you, because it is so easy to become a homebody, because you can just do your assignments and do your tests and quizzes from the comfort of your own home, and that is so wonderful. But it is really easy to be a homebody. So I force myself to get out at least 3 or 4 times a week. It doesn't always happen. I try and make myself do that so that I don't become a hermit. That's really important. So I do things out in my community. I volunteer, and I make myself still be involved in the community and be social with friends. Where I live currently, I don't have a lot of friends, I'll be honest. I don't. I look forward to moving in the future. There's just some things I'm working out at the moment, so that's why I'm still living at home. Because you have to get out. You can't live your whole life at home. It's not healthy for your mental health or your physical health. So it's really important to know, can I handle, am I able to make concrete plans to get out several times a week in my community so that I don't become a hermit. The next drawback to attending college online is if you have difficulty grasping the material, you have to be very able to self-teach yourself. At my university, there are different ways that you can do it. You can do where they just give you the assignments, you turn them in like you don't have a lecture to attend, and that's the format that I do. I have all my assignments for the whole entire semester, and I just turn them in on the due date. I don't have a lecture that I need to attend, so I never really hear my instructor's voice. But there is a format where it's online, but you have to be online at a certain time, and like you're doing a lecture via webcams. There are several formats of online. Keep that in mind as well as I'm going through these pros and cons, because depending on what format you choose online or what college you attend that has one or both of these features, that could also change. You just have to be able to think to yourself, will I be able to grasp the material? The drawbacks that I came up with to attending college exclusively online is you don't have the social life. You don't have the social opportunities. Typically on a college campus, there's a lot to get involved in. Student clubs, meeting people, just things like that. You miss out on a lot of that. So you have to find other unique ways to meet people. So I volunteer in different organizations in my community so that I can still be an active citizen in my community. How many times did I say community? And I think some people are surprised that I chose to attend college online because I'm a very social person. But again, I don't want to get into that in this video. I'm simply just telling you the pros and cons of attending college online, and it's crazy. That summer's almost over, and I'm making these college videos. So those are all the drawbacks to attending college exclusively online. If there's something that you feel I missed out on, definitely leave them in the comments below and share with others, because we all have different experiences. I want to end this video off on a positive note, so I want to share with you guys the pros of attending college exclusively online. So the first pro that I came up with is you can be in class from anywhere. You can be in class sitting on your bed, sitting on your couch, sitting at your kitchen table. You can go on a trip and sit in your hotel room at night and work on your assignments. You can go to a coffee shop. You can go to a library. I typically only work on my stuff at home. To me, carrying my stuff back and forth just to go to a coffee shop and work on assignments is annoying. I don't know. It's a really great feature. You can literally be in class from anywhere. So if you decide to move, you don't have to worry about transferring schools. You can stay at that university. So you can literally be in class from anywhere that has internet, of course. The next pro that I came up with is you can be in class at any time. However, if you do the format where you are online but you have be in class at a certain time, this doesn't really apply to you, but I chose not to do that format. At my university, I can do my assignments at any time as long as they're obviously in before the due date, so on or before the due date. Typically, you can be in class at any time, but again, some universities have the format where you have to be on the lecture at this time online. The next pro to attending college exclusively online, there are no, at least at my university, I've experienced no changes in assignments suddenly. So I know a lot of my friends that attend college on campus, oftentimes their professor will say, we have a pop quiz today, or we don't have our test today, or we do have our test today, or there's something on it that wasn't even covered. Because we're all doing it at different times of the day, because we're all logging on at different times of day, they can't do that. So there are no sudden changes in assignments. And that is so great because I feel like then colleges are like literally setting you up to fail. I'm changing the due date, you were supposed to have this done today. Like, that's just not fair. So online, they can't do that, at least at my university. I've never had that happen to where they're like, pop quiz today, or there's a quiz today, or test today, or I'm gonna move the test to tomorrow, or I'm gonna move it to today. Like, there's just no assignment changes. Like, it's concrete, it's on the calendar, and it stays. And it's so less stressful because I hear about that constantly from people that attend college on campus, and I'm like, how are they allowed to do that? That's so unfair. Like, I would have a panic attack. Like, I don't know what I would do. Yeah, that's so nice. The next pro to attending college exclusively online is you can potentially complete your degree in less time. You can knock out those classes if you want to because you're just going on by yourself and not having to wait for anybody, and you can complete those classes early, or you can even complete your degree in an early time depending on how many credits. Personally, will actually be graduating late. I feel like once you're in college, there's really no like time frame, but typically a bachelor's degree it's supposed to take you only 4 years, but for me it's taking 5. When I first started out for different reasons, I went part-time and then I went full-time a couple semesters, and then I had to go back to part-time. I took a couple semesters off completely because of some major surgeries that I had. I am graduating late. If I was on time, I should be graduating in April of 2020, but I will be graduating in late 2020 or early 2021. I'm like a little bit embarrassed about it, but at the same time it's like there's no race and I'm still going to be just as successful and my health comes first and I just have my priorities straight. It's not a race. But the flexibility is another positive thing of attending college exclusively online. There's so much flexibility because even though there are due dates, because I don't have to be in class on a certain day at a certain time, I can make plans, I can go on trips, I can go out to dinner whenever I want to. I can go out to lunch. Like, flexibility is what really sold it for me because with my medical status and appointments, especially because my appointments are so far away from my home, it's an all-day affair. The flexibility has saved me so many times. That's literally what sold me on attending college online. The next pro to attending college exclusively online is that in some ways there are less costs. For example, housing. Now some of you may live on your own in an apartment. I still live with my parents. They are gracious enough that as long as I am getting out in the community and doing things, I can stay here. You don't have to pay for food plans. Even if you live in an apartment or you live in your own house, the payments are probably less expensive than housing in college for what you get. Definitely less costs in that way as well. Another really great thing to keep in mind is if you attend college online, the really great thing you can do is also work while you're going to school because you can log on at any time. So even if you work just a part-time job, you can still earn some extra cash at the same time because you don't have the restrictions that you do when you attend college on campus because you have class certain days of the week at certain times. Plus, that would change every semester, you know, with new classes and instructors. So these are the pros and cons of attending college exclusively online that I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, be sure to check out the video that I filmed a while back of why I chose to attend college online. That will give you a lot of insight because again it is a very unique experience, so I'm sure a lot of people have questions, but they're all answered in that video. I hope this video was helpful in some way. I can't believe it's August and I can't believe it's time to film back to school videos. I'm not going to be doing as many. I typically don't do a ton, but this is definitely one that I wanted to be sure to share this month because I've been meaning to do it, and I figured, well, now that it's August, it'd be a good time to plant some seeds in your brain, give you guys some things to think about if you're considering going exclusively online. Be sure to leave me a video request down below as well, because I feel like I'm running a little dry lately. I go in sports of like, I have all these ideas, and then I like, what do I film? Or like, I feel like I've been filming the same thing, so I don't know. Morning routine, I will probably start filming that not this week, but next week. I keep saying I'm gonna film that morning routine, and I just haven't. I hope to soon, and I'm excited for it. Really want to make it happen. It would be nice if I had someone to help me film it, but I don't, so it's gonna be me, myself, and I. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.